So James, a 0-0 draw against Queen's Park this afternoon. Just your thoughts on the game, please.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a really tough game for both teams with the conditions of the pitch. That's nothing against Kevin and Willie, because the two of them are outstanding at their job. They're brilliant and they're great in the service they've given to this football club. But with the weather we've had and just the problems with the pitch, it made it difficult. But that was for both teams. So I think when Malachi had one in particular that just bobbles over his foot, so it made the game look scrappy, if I'm honest. I do believe with the better chances in the game, Callum Ferry was what I've seen Callum Ferry. I worked with him for a good 3 or 4 years at Dundee, and he's got unbelievable reflexes and makes top saves in games. It's no coincidence that he's voted in the team of the season, and you see where Queen's Park are in the league because he keeps them in games, or he keeps scored down, or he helps them win games. So I think the saves Callum Ferry made was the difference in the game. Den has a great save of his own from McKinstry in the second half. But other than that I think that if we were more ruthless, or if we got Callum Ferry when he wasn't on such a good day, then we win the game. But look, it's a point. We're not happy with the point. But after how disappointed we were last week, the reaction from the players and just the nervousness that was around this game, I was proud of the way they performed.
As you said there, Callum Ferry, especially in that first half, seemed to keep Queen's Park in the game. We seemed to control a lot of the ball and have the better chances. So over the course of the 90 minutes, you must be pretty pleased with the way we played, just looking for that final touch inside the box.
Yeah, look, we asked the players for a performance. Now, we all know, and rightly so, we've been criticised for last week, the game down at Airdrie. And normally you don't bring games up every or so much, but we were that disappointed last week and we deserved every bit of criticism we got. Collectively, we all know that. But to come out and perform, and it wasn't a great performance in terms of free-flowing football. It was impossible to be that. But what we showed was real character to come out, particularly at home where there was a nervousness. Now, that's just natural. We were nervous, the players were nervous, the fans were nervous, Queen's Park are nervous. It was just this fixture today had a lot riding on it. But not too long ago we can remember the good days we were having here as well. So we can accept that, we can accept the nervousness around it. But I think it was really important to keep the clean sheet, obviously, because but if we were just that wee bit, as you say, a bit more ruthless, or that bit of end product, then I think we win the game comfortably. But if it wasn't, and again, it's hard to be harsh on the strikers today. Chris Kane's in there devastated with the header, but other than that, every other one Callum Ferry's pulled off. I've not seen them back, but he's pulled off fantastic saves, which have kept Queens in the game. So performance-wise, decent enough and happy with the reaction. The spaces in the team and the distances were a lot better than last week, but ultimately at home we want to win all our games, and that's a disappointing thing. But look, it's another point closer to where we want to be.
We'll continue to look forward to next Saturday's game, I'm sure, straight away, as you normally do, but I'm sure focus will also turn to Tuesday in the Reserve Cup final, a big evening again for the club as they take part for the second year running.
Yeah, it is, and it's an exciting one for them, for that young group who have been excellent all season. So yeah, our focus does shift to next Saturday. It's another big game, and Inverness are coming down in the same position, or a similar position to Queen's Park, where they're desperate to get away from that playoff place. We are desperate to get mathematically clear of it as well as our other teams. So there's a lot riding on next week's game as well. It's another important one, but Tuesday's game is a good one for the younger kids, for the ones that will be involved in that. And look, we're proud of that, and proud of the academy and the reserve team getting to another cup final. And it's, in terms of their development, it's big for the younger kids, and we'll go down there and hopefully put on a good showing.